Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. It's a very sultry, very pretty purple berry look, and I really had a good time filming this look because I don't do too much color, so I really wanted to incorporate something that had more color, more pop in there. So I did this for you guys. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I enjoyed filming it, and as always, I love that you guys support me so much and you guys continue to watch my videos. I hope you guys really enjoy this look, and if you are interested in seeing my updated routine, what I've been doing for my foundation, eyeshadow, everything, please keep watching and let's go ahead and get started. So getting started, I look a little crazy right now because I've been doing my makeup or my eye makeup first and then going back in with my face, so excuse that for a second. But aside from that, let's go ahead and get started with the eyes. So my eyebrows are done. I used my usual products, which are my Anastasia brow definer and my matte concealer. So now I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes, going in with the MAC Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this up on a Morphe E32 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and place this on the eyelids. Just placing this kind of messily, and because we are doing a dark look too, that's why I decided to do my makeup, my face makeup after, because in case we have any fallout, which I'm sure we will, it's normal, we can go back in and clean this up. But it does look a lot crazier, I will say, than if I just had my foundation brows on. So now that that's there, I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. Make sure that this is blended all the way out here, especially because we are going to go in with darker shadows, so just want to make sure this is good to go. So now that I have the base on, I'm going to go ahead and prime it. I'm going to prime it using the Morphe 24G palette, and I'm going to use, this palette's a little big, so bear with me. I'm going to use this bone shade right here and just use that as the setting color, if you will. Any bone shade that you may have will work perfectly fine too. So picking that up on a Morphe E30 brush, I'm going to go ahead and place that all over the eyelids just to make sure that this primer is set and ready to go. I'm going to start with the Blushing Berries palette by Dose of Colors, and first starting off by taking this light pink color here. This is called Berry, oh, don't mind the brush falling out. This one here is called Berry Chic, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in with this color first and start this as my transition shade. And picking this up with a Morphe M513 brush, just going to go ahead and work this into the crease here and start using this as our transition shade. It's okay if it's a little bit messy, but you want to kind of drag it out this way and then bring it in forward. And you can see there how pretty this color is. Like, it looks really light in the pan, but it's actually super pigmented, super pretty. So just going back into the other shade here with the other eye and doing the same thing, just placing this all over the crease and kind of feathering it out this way, so that way the color goes more so this way like I wanted to blend out those other colors. Now going back into the 24G palette, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this more of like a brownish like purple color here. And I'm going to pick this up, this color Mooch, and I'm going to place this a little below the crease there, and picking that up with a Morphe E17 brush. Just going to go ahead and place this right on the outer parts of my eye here. Just going in here. So just going in slightly below this area. And I'm going to kind of bring it inwards this way because I do want to make this a halo eye. So I'm going to just kind of brush out whatever's left right in here. So just doing that. Just kind of building this color up. We are going to go in with a little bit more deeper colors. So this will get a little intense in a second, but for now, just want it to be like that. To the other side with the same color, just packing it on, and then bringing it forward here to my tear duct and blending it outwards. And kind of just using a clean blending brush to make sure that everything's blended so far and nice and smooth. So we're going to slowly start going into these darker shades. So first I'm going to go into Roseberry, and I'm going to use a Morphe M433 brush and just pick that up on that brush, and we're going to start to deepen more so the purples on this look. So just going in and really focusing this around the crease area and in here. So just placing that really out here and kind of flicking it backwards so that this color really picks up in the crease, because we are going to clean up this middle area for the halo eye. So just placing that there, like so. Doing the same for the other eye. And going in with that blending brush again and just blending everything out, making sure everything's seamless, kind of just feathering it out this way as well, so that's very dramatic, very pretty. Going into the next shade, which is Berry Pop, which is of a more brighter pink. I'm just going to take a more detailed brush. It's a Morphe E18 brush. I'm going to go ahead and kind of start placing this really around like where the halo is going to be. So just more in the crease area. And bringing that inwards a little bit more and buffing it out this way. And then just to make sure that everything's still blending out right, I'm just going to go in with the first shade, Berry Chic, and just kind of brush over very lightly on top. Just make sure it's all blending out nice and transition still in place for all these colors. And then next we have the shade Mixed Berries here. So this color here I'm going to go ahead and pick up on the brush that actually comes in the palette. And I'm going to pick up a little bit and just place this really into the crease area even more to define that out and kind of smoke it out to where I want it to be at. So just going in with this shade and just kind of drawing my line, if you will. And really making it dark here. Kind of bringing it inward. And this color is so pigmented, as you can see. It is freaking pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way, or you could go real sideways with this look. So just going in and doing the same thing. I'm just going to start slowly blending them out so that they're not harsh lines, because I did just kind of pack them on. And it's coming together real nice. And again, just doing the same. And then now for the even darker color. I know you guys didn't think it was gonna get darker than this, but it is. So now for the darkest of dark, we're gonna go into Berry Black, which is this black shade right here, and really go in there and define this line here. And this is like extremely pigmented. Like, do you see this? Extremely. So use this with caution. I'm just going to really more so smoke out this outer lash line, not really all the way in the crease, because I don't want that kind of drama, but just a little bit here, and in the inner corners a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with that purple and go into the inner corners of my eyelids, but for this black, I want very minimal. Going back into that little brush and getting the purple shade here, I'm just going to place that here on the outer corners and the inner corners to bring them more so to life. We're going to go in and soften this a little bit. Going into that light pink transition shade that we first started off with, I'm just going to kind of use this to soften the edges, kind of bring it out a little, and make sure that everything looks great. Now comes the center of the eyes, so I'm going to take my MAC Select Coverup in NW20 and go ahead and clean up the lid. I'm going to be using a Morphe M421 brush to clean up this lid here, and just really placing it where it's still kind of light to where you can still see the base, and just kind of dragging that downward to connect it to both sides here. And just kind of tapping it in so that I don't go in too heavily, but so that it's just right. And I'm going to use a smaller mirror to do this because I don't want to mess anything up. So just kind of going in these areas here and just patting that in to create that halo effect. And then doing the same to the other eye here. So just going where that middle piece is at, and then just kind of patting in. So I'm going to be using the Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Grace. It's a very pretty rose gold color, and I feel like it's going to go beautiful with this look. So it has a wand here, and with these shadows you have to be very careful to blend them out quickly. Like, I'm not kidding, blend them out because they dry super quick. So I'm going to be quick with the application and just kind of gliding this on here in the areas that we carved out and working it in. Now that that's there, so now that it's still wet, I'm going to go ahead and get these purple shade and just kind of blend it out. I'm just going in with a dirty brush, really, just bringing it outwards. Okay, so now to highlight the inner corners of my eyelids, because I want this look to be pretty dramatic, I'm going to go into the Kat Von D Metal Crush highlighting palette. And it has these three pretty colors right here, and I'm going to go ahead and go into more of this like iridescent pink color. Very pretty. You can wear these as highlights, but for me this just isn't really my skin tone to be using this. But look at that pop of color. You can see just how pretty this pink is. It's freaking gorgeous, and it's going so well with this look. So just going to place that there. And then blending this out with a little brush. Alright, so that has the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do my wing liner, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I got my liner on. I'll go into my face now. My face is already primed with what I usually wear. I'll link it down below as well so you guys will know. Going into foundations, I'm going to be using my Fenty foundation today. This is in the Pro Filtr 270, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of place this on my face, moving my hair out of my face, of course. So I don't want foundation in there. Just kind of placing a couple pumps on my face itself and blending it in a second. I try to avoid kind of my forehead area, like of putting too much on, because then it goes into my eyebrows and it kind of messes it up a little bit. So just now going in with my beauty blender and blending this all out. So now that my foundation's on, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. And highlighting today, we're going to go into the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealers as always, and going in with this first shade Honey to more so conceal my under eyes and bring me a little bit more coverage here. You know, the girl needs a little bit of coverage these days. And then going in with my Instant Age Rewind in the shade Neutralizer. This one's almost done, and this one's going to be more of my highlight shade. Just placing this here, down the bridge of my nose, and on the top of my forehead as well. So doing the highlighting motions. So just blending out my concealer now. So I'm just going to blend out this part with my Morphe sponge. I've been loving this sponge since I got it, guys. So good. So just blending this bad boy out. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes using my Coty Airspun extra coverage powder. I'm just going to put a little bit in the lid, and using my Morphe sponge, I'm just going to pick that up and place that underneath my eyes. So just setting the under eyes here. I really want to bake these under eyes because I want my concealer to be extra full coverage. So now that that's baking a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and go into my next to nothing powder in medium dark. And I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this. Just bring this down the neck. Doing the same here. Same at the top. Setting the rest of my foundation. So really set the rest of my face. So it's nice and matte. And now with the Morphe E3 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe this away. Just wipe it away. If you let the baking stay for too long, it kind of makes your highlight look a little crazy. So I like to just do it real quickly. It does it well enough, and you guys can see it already kind of brightened my under eyes without being too cakey. So next, going into the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and going into the shades Lyric and Levitation, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my under eyes just a little bit more, just so that my under eyes are nice and bright. Going into highlights, so going into MAC Oh Darling and Gold is the New Black by Dose of Colors. I'm going to be mixing these two to give me a nice blinding highlight. They are broken, so I can't really show the colors. Or I should say I've hit pan, so I'm not really going to show the colors, but they're nice gold highlights. That's kind of what I want for this. Just going right here on the high points of my cheek here, and just really dab one on. Starting with Gold is the New Black, because I feel like it's just a little bit more subtle. Still blinding, so you can see. But I do like this one first, and then Oh Darling on top. I feel like they just both complement each other so well. So, and of course, highlighting up top here one time, and then another time over here. So going in with the Oh Darling, and you can see just how much more intense the highlight is. So it's pretty intense, pretty dramatic. This is with Oh Darling, this is without it. Still pretty intense here, but with Oh Darling, I feel like it just completes it. So I'm going to go ahead and place that on top. Now for bronzers, same thing. Going into MAC Blunt Bronzer, I use all the time. I should use the new one, but I don't. And just bronzing up the skin here. And then going into the MAC Skin Finish bronzer as well, and just adding this to blend in my highlight and my contour. Going to put my mascara, pop on my lashes, set my brows, and then I'll be right back so that we can finish up the under eye. So I went ahead and put on my lashes. As you can see, it makes them look so much better. Love the effect of lashes. I swear, I don't think I'll be a person that will ever not wear lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead now and finish up the under eyes. I did go ahead and already line my lash line, yeah, my lash line, and it's just with the regular black eyeliner that you may have. But to smudge it out and add color to the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with this beautiful palette and using these 3 shades, just kind of mixing and dipping into all 3 at once, and my Morphe M508 brush, tap off the excess, and then bring this underneath the eyeliner here. And the same to the other eye. Sorry there, I'm blocking you guys, but just kind of smudging out that eyeliner and bringing it in forward. And doing the same on the other eye. And just kind of blending that out. So I'm just placing it here and blending it out. Sorry guys, I know it's all in the camera, but then I'm just going to go ahead and dust away any fallout that I may have gotten. Now that that's blended out, I'm just going to go ahead and go into my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and coat my lower lashes. So now that those lashes are, got my lashes, or put mascara on my bottom lashes, I'm just going to go ahead and finish highlighting the rest of my face and move on to lips. So just placing some highlight on the chin, going into the BH Floral Blush that I bought at Fame. This is in Bahama Bronze. I'm just going to pick up a little bit and just place this on my cheeks here. And doing the same for this, just kind of so that blends very nicely and just gives you a very flushed, pretty look. Moving on to lips, I'm going to go into a very nude lip. So lining my lips, of course, with MAC Strip Down, and just lining my lips there because it's going to be a super nude lip. Then going into MAC Myth, I'm going to go ahead and place this color on my lips. This is a very nude color, so if you don't have lip liner, you are going to look like you don't have oxygen. So, but I feel like the eyes really have a lot of emphasis on the colors. I really want to keep my lips bare for this look just because I don't want it to be overpowering. Like so. So now going in with setting spray, of course, you want to set this look, want to make sure it's set and ready to go. I'm going to use my Glam Glow Setter setting spray as always and just spritzing my face. Feels so good right now. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had so much fun creating it. Definitely a lot more color involved in this look. A lot of purple, a lot of berries. It's so pretty and so beautiful. It takes a little bit of time, I know, but it's so worth it. Like, it's so pretty. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything that you guys would like to see in my upcoming videos, let me know and I'd be more than happy to film them. As always, be sure to subscribe before you leave, hit like to this video, comment down below if you did enjoy this look, and be sure to follow all of my social medias as well. I will keep them linked below. And yeah, thank you guys for your continued support. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.